Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations. You guys already know the drill. We're diving into the brand new update for Cookie Run Kingdom and what you guys absolutely need to know. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to be taking a look at the overall patch notes here, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, they are massive. They are super, super long, so we're not going to get in here and read every single little tiny word-for-word detail. As always, I recommend you guys get in here, read them all for yourself on your own free time. Right off the bat, they've added a brand new kingdom layout preset feature. But again, very simplistic here. We're going to go to the layout menu. They've added this little new green button. If you click on that, you can see you've got layout presets. Again, very simplistic here. You get 2 of these for free, and you can also buy additional ones here via crystals and also some Aurora pieces. Again, nothing too crazy, but at the end of the day, a very, very nice quality of life feature. Another quality of life feature that I want to talk about and show you guys, and that's going to be taking a look at the Store All button. If you come over here to the left-hand side, you're going to click this little easy removal tool, and then in the bottom right-hand side, you can see we now have the Store All option. If we click on that, we get this little lovely pop-up here that pops up on screen. Basically kind of gives you a warning like, hey, you're about to, nuke your entire kingdom. Are you sure you want to do that? We're going to click on the empty button, and then here's where our next set of options come into play. We can actually nuke everything but landmarks if we want to leave those here. We can nuke everything but production buildings if we want to leave those on there, or we can nuke everything and leave just our cookie houses. And for today's example, I'm going to go ahead and nuke everything. We're going to click OK. The UI does a quick reload, and look how easy this is, man, to do your overall design. Man, very, very nice. Also, not to mention, now we've got cloud shadows over top of Kingdom, which, again, is very interesting. But nevertheless, here, diving into the next one we've got, that's going to be taking a look at the overall themes or, your favorites option. So in the bottom right-hand side, you can see where it says Tropical Island at 102. If we click on that, you can now filter out all of the individual decorations by whatever, set or theme that they fit in. So to give you guys an example here, if I was going to Jolly Year End Fest and click on that, you can then see all of the ones that we had around, Cocoa Cookie and obviously the Christmas. And then we can go, again, we just skip to something else here. Let's go to Summer Music Festival. We can click on that. We can see all of Parfai's, when her update officially dropped. Again, just a very easy, nice quality of life feature. Alongside of that, to the button to the right-hand side, we now have a basically massive storage button option where you can scroll through and see literally everything, or you can also use that same theme filter button, click on here, and then you can see all of the ones that are currently within inside of that theme on a much easier, to manage, storage window instead of having just a scroll bar on the bottom of the screen. Alongside of that here, since we're currently already in this menu, alongside of that, they now have added what they call a favorites option or a star on the top of each decoration. So if you click that here, and adds the golden star, and you can access all of your favorite decorations down in the bottom middle via this little star icon. If you click on that, you can see we currently only have this one here available for us to check out. But again, very, very cool. Then the last thing here we've got for the overall, kingdom design aspect or quality of life stuff for that is going to be you can now place buildings that are in construction, currently building materials, or anything currently doing some sort of research or, upgrading. You can place all of those items inside of your storage when before you couldn't. So again, very, very nice here. It adds a ton of time onto any decorating that you are going to be doing. However, just note that if you want to collect those items from that building that is crafting something that's in your storage, you do have to place it back on your kingdom. And the same thing goes for everything else. In order to get the buff from landmarks, or in order for you to, get the next upgrade on something that you're upgrading, it's got to be placed back on your kingdom in order for you to access it. And then obviously the next thing we're going to be talking about, and that's going to be the brand new Cherry Blossom Epic Cookie. If you guys don't know, she did officially drop in the game. She's going to be a ambush cookie, and she's going to utilize a skill called Cherry Blossom Rain. Again, it's going to be, the skill description is get ready for a storm of cherry blossoms. Cherry Blossom Cookie flies up to shower her enemies with a rain of cherry blossoms, dealing area damage. She will deal additional damage to non-cookie opponents and increase the attack of all allies. The bonus value will depend on the number of enemies hit with the skill. Enjoy Cherry Blossom Cookie's quest line, the best spring picnic ever. And just so you guys don't miss it here, I did do a video talking about my first impressions on pulling for Cherry Blossom and checking out Cherry Blossom in general and what my kind of, thoughts are initially. And that video will be dropping very soon, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. And then next up we've got, that's going to be that new Dark Cacao server. Now you guys know as well well as I know, here they always are adding these brand new servers in when they drop a brand new ancient. And seeing how Dark Cacao is the most recent one, we just now had a brand new server added into the game for Dark Cacao. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's going to be a lot easier to climb on that server as of right now than it is going to be for a new player diving into, you know, the pure vanilla server or the Holly Berry server. So again, very interesting here. If you guys are new, might want to check that out. And then the next thing they talk about, and that's going to be they've added 3 new bonds finally into the game. So if you are looking to collect these bonds as a late game player, the first one is going to be bombs and cherry blossoms. You can click in there, read all these individual, you know, new stats that you can end up getting, and then you can see the requirements of the cookies down here in the bottom, which does feature the brand new cherry blossom cookie. And the next 2 that we've got, that's going to be rice cake incident. Once again, you can see here that you got to have all the cookies down here at the bottom at a max 5-star promotion in order for you to get all of the individual brand new stats. And then the next one is going to be the Greedy Dragon, which again is going to kind of just showcase some of the newer ones, some of the winter ones, and you can kind of see, again, you got to get all 5-star promotion on these guys, and then you can also take a look at all the stats and stuff that you can achieve by completing these bonds. Now, I know that these bonds aren't really made for early game progression. However, though, there is a ton of players that are playing this game like I have from day one, and these bonds make a massive difference to your late game progression. Next up, we've got, that's going to be some brand new costumes. Again, very interesting here. We've got basically 3 new epic costumes, 3 new rare costumes, and 1 common costume. We're going to get an epic for Cherry Blossom, an epic for Cotton, epic for Parfait, a rare for Devil Cookie, a rare for Carrot Cookie, a rare for Poison, and then last but not least, Avocado down here is getting the brand new common one. Now, one thing that's very interesting here that I've noticed is that they did not actually introduce a new costume banner for us to pull up on with a rate up for these costumes. So very interesting. However, though, they have put them into the standard pool, and you can also buy them with your mileage points for, you know, the costumes. And then next up here, we've got, that's going to be some brand new decorations, or basically limited edition decorations, I should say, because they will be expiring in 14 days and 9 hours. But again, very spring-like and very cherry blossom-like. But nevertheless, very cool. Get in here and buy these decorations as soon as you possibly can if you are looking to collect them, because like I mentioned, they do have an expiration date. Next up, we've got, that's going to be some changes or additions to Cookie Alliance. The very first one is going to be, they have now officially allowed you to use time jumpers in the Cookie Alliance. And yes, time jumpers to basically skip the individual stage. Now, yes, obviously using a time jumper will save you guys a ton of time. However, there are a couple limitations or a couple of things that you guys need to know. The very first one is going to be utilizing a time jumper will only allow you to achieve whatever the highest wave is that you've already cleared for the Cookie Alliance current season. The second thing is going to be, in order for you to use one, you have to actually consume 5 time jumpers, not 1, but 5, plus 1 of the Alliance tickets. So again, kind of use it at your own discretion. If you don't have a whole lot of time, it absolutely can save you some time, but you are going to burn 5 time jumpers. And then last but not least, here we've got, that's going to be, when you use a time jumper, you do not get the ability to pick your overall chest at the very end of a run. So inevitably, it's just going to randomly give you one. So if you are looking to still farm out some of those relics for a specific section in the museum, then this might not be the best option for you, and you might still want to run it on manual. And then speaking of the Cookie Alliance here, they also have the season practice button now available, which is very nice to allow you to practice out those overall waves. Again, allowing you to hopefully achieve a higher wave. So then that way, when you do need to use a time jumper, you will then be getting better resources and better rewards. The next one we got, that's going to be a automatic team selection. Which again, I'm not really sure if I would really recommend utilizing this, because again, you're trying to be aiming for the highest wave that you can clear. In order to do that, you sometimes have to use a specific team or a specific team composition to counter whatever you're going up against. So naturally, having this automatic team selection button available to you just might not really work in your favor, and instead result in a lower wave clear overall. So again, use it at your own discretion. And then officially diving into another big thing that you guys need to know, and that's going to be the Tukes Trading Harbor now has the ability for 2 docks. You can see we've got the main one here, as we always do, but we got this little button on the far right side that says Dock 2. If we click on that, for 5,000 rainbow pearls, we can actually buy a second rainbow dock. So again, very nice. And this essentially is just going to allow us to accumulate and sell off a lot more materials and Thus, when the Golden Age of Trade event does come back around, this is going to allow us to accumulate a lot more points in a shorter amount of time, because if we're sending off 2 of these every single day instead of 1 of them, they're going to be adding a ton more points to your overall score, resulting in a better reward at the end of the event. However, the one thing I want to mention, that's going to be you do have to reach Cookie Castle level 12 and spend 5,000 rainbow pearls in order for you guys to unlock that second dock. Another really big thing you guys need to know, and that's going to be the Rainbow Shell Gallery restock. We used to be 3 days, now they dropped it down to 2 days, which essentially allows you guys to buy soul stones every 2 days for the legendary cookies and items from that shop instead of every 3 days, resulting in you guys to farm out those legendary cookies faster, 100% for free. And then officially diving into the next one we've got, that's going to be buildings in production. You can now buy 1 more barrel inn and 1 more, dew cake building at castle level 14, and then you can also buy 1 more jewelry salon at castle level 15, which again is just very nice for some of those late game players, and giving them a little bit of motivation to continue pushing forward with their castle level, because a lot of people just kind of stall out at castle level 12 and above. You're kind of just hanging out, just chilling, because you don't really have any drive or motivation to really push your castle any further at this point. Well, now we do, because we're getting those additional buildings to aid in our overall production. And then speaking of all of the quality of life stuff, they are basically increasing the experience that we get for our kingdom, aka our account, through pretty much everything. We're going to be getting more experience through balloon expeditions, more experience through bounties. We're going to be getting triple the amount of kingdom experience awarded for finishing productions. We're getting a ton of additional experience for basically installing specific decorations, and the amount of experience star jellies that we can claim from the overall fountain of abundance. So again, just overall very, very good experience bonus increase from, pretty much everything in the game. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up today's video. I just wanted to bring you guys the brand new stuff and everything you guys need to know about the brand new update. As always, you guys let me know what your thoughts are down below. As far as my overall conclusion, I'm very, very excited to get in here, start doing more testing with the brand new, Cherry Blossom Epic Cookie. I'm really trying to find out how good she actually is. That video is coming soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel. I do cover everything Cookie Run Kingdom related, from guides, tips, tutorials, coupons, updates, glitches, mishaps, you name it. It's covered here on the channel. And with that being said, guys, as always, I'll see you on the next one.